3, 2.
A pleasant good evening to each and everyone in Georgetown, Guyana, the diaspora and elsewhere. Friends all, as you might be aware that I'm going to deal with position, people who are in position, political or whatever, claim they have great authority, and you can't tell them nothing or say nothing against them, whether they are wrong. Friends, let me first send my condolences around the world. Bolivia, which is way down in South America, where a former leader is fighting for his rights and his people. Bolivia is involved. Demonstration, arrests, you name it. People, politicians, Peru is problem with the former leader, and many other hotspots. India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, you name it, Africa. And not forgetting Israel and Palestine, Iran, Lebanon, Syria, and many other hotspots around the world. Where don't have rumors of war got war. Where don't have war got famine. Where don't have famine, such as Somalia and many other places, got flood. Spain got flood. And my condolence goes out to everyone who is suffering at this special time. Let's deal with the farming and let's deal with the flooding. We were told that global warming is the fault of cutting down the forests. Yes, that might be a contributing factor to it. But what about the explosion with these bombs that is firing left, right, and center, messing up Mother Nature, who's reacting in our own way? Because we don't want people to understand that we ourselves is destroying this world. We are our destruction, but we blame few things. But we are not speaking on behalf of what is happening. My condolence goes out to the people in Israel, Palestine, and every other part of the world. There's good and bad amongst every nation. But politicians, and preachers alike, you do not know who to trust anymore. Politicians would kill their best friend to get the position, either by blowing up the plane, make an accident, or poison them. And corrupt police officers around the globe of third world countries such as Guyana and elsewhere the same. Many people call me and they reply, George Corral, how much the PPP pay you to be speaking on behalf without challenging them, but you challenge Burnham. What Burnham done to you? Friends, you don't have to do me something for not voice my opinion when you're wrong. So I am asking these hypocrites. I don't ask nobody for a penny, a grain of rice. I know what is good and what is bad. I know what is wrong and what is right. And what I don't like for myself, I will not hand it to others. I believe in the teaching, do unto others as you would like them to unto you. Several people call me and say, you heard what the vice president said? Karaya? Yeah, but people call me a buck. All right, I would accept whatever you want to call me. Call me what you like. That is his way of speaking, or them. He says, if they don't have an ID card, then they can get the grant what is given to the nation. Now, I didn't hear that, but if it is true, and it's unless they say Barajat, you say those things. I have a message for the Vice President, Mr. Barajat here. In due respect to you and your way of thinking, if you did do that, you're wrong. Columbus did not ask, or the British or the Dutch or the French or the Spanish did not ask the native from America right back to Argentina and the Falkland for a birth certificate when they invade them and rule them. There were no such thing exists, my brother. And history can prove one thing if you said it. I want you to rethink what you're saying. Guyana does not belong to Portuguese, Chinese, Indian, and blacks. It belonged to the Amerindian, also the mixed race, because no mixed race can blend in India, or in China, or in Europe, and with all, or in Africa, because you know a zebra when you see it. You know a jaguar when you see it. It would not be between the lions or the tigers. Okay? What I'm trying to tell you, this world is full of haters, uneducated people who follow religion and racism to justify their ego and commit their crime. Whether you like it or not is the truth. Some use religion, such as India. Nobody says India is for Hindus. But yet for all, we have many other denominations of religion in India. In India, they are killing the Muslims, but they don't want you to see. Friends, I'm a Muslim. If you are not a Muslim in some country, you're dead. And even if you do, they exploit you if you're coming from certain parts like Bangladesh, Pakistan, India, Africa, Philippines, and other countries. The land of Prophet Muhammad, Arabia. The land of Moses, Egypt. And the exploitation and the things that are happening to immigrants who are going there to work is not fair. Today, the chosen people, the Jews of Israel, the promised land, they call it. Well, friends, I don't believe in that. I believe that the God that made this world make it for everyone to enjoy it on the planet. And we are only here temporarily. Why don't we unite and make it a better place? We have the blacks out of Africa that living in the West Indies, the Americas, Europe, and elsewhere. The uneducated and even some of the educated will throw this diseased language in front of the European generation today. The white man slave us. The white man exploit us. Do you know what he done to our grandparents? Friends, you're following what you heard or what you read. Tell me what you have done to your own sisters today. You breed them and don't want to have responsibility. You neglect them and you want 5, 6 women. The Indian, on the other hand, don't talk about slavery, even though they were cheap laborers, but they are very corrupt, confusing. I don't like the truth, but guess what I'm going to tell you. In my own family, there are differences because we are mixed. They act different with us. Imagine, we are blood, but we have differences. Our neighbors, the Ali, Latri, Pakistan, convictions vindictive on the land problem everywhere. Their father, Yassin Ali, the deceased, went. There's a land problem. Account information, the man even take judges to court in Kingston for their own land. Friends, we got a problem. If what I heard is true, it is alleged that Barrett Jackie will say, nobody without an ID card of Guyana or a birth paper, it's alleged, will not get the grant. Mr. Barrett Jackie, with due respect to you, your people is claiming they have a rival, then you also go back home then. Because Guyana is not yours. If you said that. And if any black people support you, they already said they were slaves when they emancipated, go back to Africa. But for both of you, everyone that arrived in those 2 countries, let time take your place. If you think it is good up there, go and live it. Today, y'all are modern generation. You could read and write. You could be a pilot, anything you want out of India and Africa once you have the ability and the money to compare with Stone Age and tribal times. Why we have to bring back 100,000 years to bring it like if it just happened when we had the opportunity to kill our own brothers, rape our own sisters, put them in whole houses the Indians do with a lot, but not their wife and daughters? Come on! But we are looking up to God. We are calling on Allah, back one and God, hypocrites. Let me make this clear. In Venezuela under the late Hugo Chavez, and even right now with Maduro, many of our Indians are living in both sides of the fence. They could go over to Venezuela and get a piece of land and build their house, no problem. But in Guyana, I hear Abbey Isle, Abbey got Pass, Abbey got this. We have nothing but just talk. It's an Amerindian country. Can anyone but Amerindian go to India and take the Taj Mahal and walk down wherever? The Prime Minister even demanded, no, you will kill them or kill them, isn't it? Or Africa, vice versa. Modern Africans today in Africa does not speak like that. Who caused them to killing each other? Is the European as a white man, as you say? Tell me, friends, if anybody to be blamed for this, it might be the Creator because He allowed it. He can put an end to it immediately, but He allowing it for you to change. When will this day come? You lock up innocent people. Like what happened to my son Anthony Snow in Amsterdam. Shameen Mohammed and her husband, Mr. Horseman, as they call him, Ramdat, and all this set up with the young black mother who pretended they were fighting and Snow wasn't there. Even give the man a cigarette and a cup of coffee, called his wife for him. They say he beat the man. But let it be known to y'all, our hands are clean. We want justice, okay? I call upon the Attorney General and everybody who was involved in it, investigate this matter properly. All right? Let it be known to all of you. The Amerindian could change the history of Guyana tomorrow if they want. Forget all of them who y'all making chief. Give me a little money and they're running and do the same to the people, hypocrites. The ancestors might be rolling in the grave. Or you drug them and get them to do what you want them to do. Come on. A young Amerindian girl said something, I saw it on Facebook. The Indian and the black said, there were people stupid, they can't read and write. And all kind of things. She's right, because that is what y'all are saying. And if y'all could read and write and hurting each other, killing each other, raping them, driving churches and everybody magistrate to lock up innocent people, is that justice? Friends, y'all are worse than thieves in the night. But what is a dictator? And why we create dictators? When you keep on harassing people, push them to the wall, they have to come forward. And if they get the upper hand, that's why many people Saddam Hussein killed, the Shah of Iran killed. Where is these people today? And many other leaders. But you hear certain names being calling, oh, they are criminal. After World War II, the Jews made a promise, never again will that happen to them with what Adolf Hitler had done to them. But they remember 6 million Jews in the gas chamber, but did not remember 200 million people died fighting for their freedom. Friends, I remember seeing a psychiatrist in Manhattan during the period of my divorce, where a Jewish doctor, a psychiatrist, was questioning me, and I said to the lady, may I have an opportunity to ask you a few questions? She said, yes. I says, where are you from? She said, I'm a Polish Jew. Listen carefully. I says, when you came to the US, everything was all right because you had into the court. She says, that madman by the name of Hitler that was killing the Jews, she only see the Jews, she didn't see the other people. And she was a baby. Her mother and father was highly intelligent in science or something, and the US Department bring them on a warplane. She came in a bag. I swear to God, that's what she said to me. She came in a bag as a child. I laughed. I said, I now see where you get your power from. Lady, woman, Moses was in a basket in the Nile. Could have been eaten by crocodile and died by other insects and other things. And you was in a bag, in a plane, that in an eagle or a swallow could get you. And today, you are a psychiatrist asking me questions about my mortal way of life because of my ex-wife and my corrupt daughter. What she speak, because they put me out of my house over an argument, and once you put me out, I don't need you no more. I don't care who you are. That's why I had to see the psychiatrist. Ladies and gentlemen, The Jewish woman that was rescued by the American military people risked her life in her mother and father's tree in a bag, as she says, as a baby. They sent her to school, they gave her a place to live, and she turned back and worked for the government. Thank God, but she had a salary. She had a huge Jewish flag, over 2 feet 5 inches or 6 inches long, high, and you could have barely see the little American flag. The people who rescued her, she showed just that kind of tendency. I said to the woman, you need a psychiatrist. The hands that help you, you turn from it. She didn't like it. But there is a God, the way people think. You must never forget the one that pulled you out of the swamp, or give you a meal to survive that you could survive today. But you turn back, Indian especially, very ungrateful. But when I speak, I'm wrong. But I will not listen to the end of time. But there's good and there's bad amongst every nation. Why the Chinese, who's out of China, does not speak of slavery? You India don't talk about it. But you all went through a lot under the Burnham government. Not hard, as I'm aware of. Not the David Granger only either. The only fault I didn't like with David Granger is when I heard it's alleged over a terrorist who tried to blow up in America, Kennedy Airport, and others and died. He called the man a hero in Mackenzie. It's alleged a military man to understand that terrorism is against the law internationally. Called a alleged terrorist a hero. Right there as a military man. He was not fit to lead a nation. He made that mistake. Give and take. Then alleged again, he says, too many young black boys in jail. I keep repeating it. Welcome to the Amerindian, but is still there. Moses Lancaster can hardly speak fluent. What about him? What about other Amerindian, Indian mixed race? I didn't think David Granger's it, and I know he's not Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder, because Stevie Wonder couldn't see the rain coming down. Friends, there is a God who judges us all. You India, you know what you went through under the Burnham regime. You know what took place on Vincent Tika was murdered, not by Burnham alone. Dr. Jagan had hands in it. Like it or love it. And if you all know that what I say, bring Jagan and Burnham to answer the question. And you all can answer me. Like the priest can't tell me about Jesus and answer for Jesus and Muhammad neither. Okay? Let's face reality here. When will we stop this nonsense? Putting down the people that rescuing the people in the Pacific Ocean, Indian, black, and others. And then we come up with only one life matter, black life matter. What about the rest of lives? And I keep saying, an educated woman, President Obama's wife, make a speech. She was wonderful until she used these words, a black job. Right there, she would, for me, I would have disqualified she and this speech. I look at the money you got, how many qualifications you got. That one mistake could have bring a nation down. White men were slaves, as you call them, I said it after you. The European was slave towards their own and the Moors. And if the Bible and the Quran is true, hey, talk to God about it. Then I heard, we are all from Africa, we Adam and Eve. The Lord was not, Africa was another name of the continent. Same as India today was one big place until it divided because of religion. And 100 years to come, you're going to believe that's the way it was. No. God created a complete world. Is man dividing it? Friends, in every nation there's good and bad. There are good Chinese, there are bad Chinese. There are good Indian, there are bad Indian. There are good African descendants, there are bad ones too. Indian the same, goes to others, European all. There are good Amerindian, there are bad ones, tribalism, caste system. But today, we are fighting over what don't belong to us and claiming emancipation, but not going back home and talking about day of arrival, which may we are identifying that we are occupiers when we use those words. Right? The English law specifically claims he who receives stolen property is more guilty than the man who stole it. And then to make it worse, you emancipate it and go back to Africa. And let every one of you 10 take your place. And you Indian, you are right, go back to India, and every one of you are right, bring 10 in your place. This world is clustered with over 8.7 billion people. A population of over 3.9 billion are suffering right now because of corrupt politicians and wrong the world. Think of it. When will we draw the line and try to work for humanity and not just a few of us who's in society? Think of it. But we call upon Bhagwan, Allah, and God, but we are worse than Satan, Shaitan, and the devil. The other day, India celebrated a thing called Diwali. I don't think they understand the meaning of it. They says, light over darkness. Well, I think God has said when he said, let it be light. I don't hear the Christians celebrate it, or the Muslim, but everybody have a way of doing things. Why spend billions and millions for fireworks to celebrate night and day, light over darkness, but not people hungry in the street of India, begging, prostituting, thieving, and killing one another? Change, for God's sake. This human family only difference by languages and culture. It is time for we to be united and make the best of this world and go forward for the next generation. I think then they said, Araya, why you're not challenging the Guyana government? If they're wrong, I tell you they're wrong. And if they're right, what must I challenge? Somebody is right, they need no correction. But if they're going to act on behalf of Mama Guy, pretending to dance with skirts like if they're Scotland Guards, or dancing and putting on reeds all around them like if they're one, pretend is one of the words they think. You can fool some of the people. A little time, but you can't fool all the people all the time. There is a national disaster going to hit the Caribbean and Guyana very soon. But the biggest disaster going to hit it is a thing called racism. If we cannot work together, then it's better we all die together. Because you all are corrupt. You're corrupt. Why not we unite and stop this fighting? Make the law. If a man thief, cut his hands off. If you lie on somebody to put them in trouble, cut your bloody tongue out on your head. That is when dictators born, my friend. When you thief from a man and you come back and lie to lock him up and beat him, what people must do to you? You beat mine. But you dead and gone and you got a little baby. You think I'm going to leave it? Think, well, my hands are clean. There's a story in 1972 or 73 in India. Indira Gandhi the late. She gave a lot of people land in India who bulldoze, cutting down the forest, planting food. They build a little banana house. The children play every day in the evening, Saturday, Sunday, day off, they're playing. These are farmers. They gathered together and they went hunting. And they found some wolves run away and they find a little one. They kill a few and drag them into the village where they live in the hills around them. And the wolves wait one Saturday or Sunday while the little children were playing in the yard, kill everyone. India had to send in the military to kill every wolves. If those animals could have that understanding, we are human. Must we lead you to God when your heart hours, or must we come together to send you to meet Him? But our hands are clean. But how clean can we keep it if you continue pushing your finger in our eye and creating wounds on our body and robbing us? Answer me, Ali. Come on, Barajagin. Come on, Norton. Stop hiding. And come out to speak the truth. Don't hide it. No matter who you kill, no matter what you do, you will enjoy nothing. You will not kill a man and get his life. And if hell is a place, the devil said, no want your ass there is one of you. Think of it. But when I talk, I'm mad. I don't back government, I back what you do if it's good, because it's the people, it's the government. Guyana have two types of people, the descendant of Africa and the descendant of India. One is very racial, very, I don't know, criminal-minded, ready to kill, burn, and do what they want because you believe you're the only one. That is why if I could have turned back the clock, and the Indians are very ungrateful, jealousful, spiteful. I don't know what name to give y'all. Y'all don't remember kindness, but again, it's good and bad about both. Why I don't speak like that about the Chinese, who got 3 say, see no you hear not speak now? Why I don't speak them in Portuguese? Is it they came from another country though? First to begin with. Come on, Mr. Ali. Burn emancipation and day of arrival, then your people are Guyanese. If not, Barry Jack, if you really say what I heard you say to Ledge, that the Amerindian them are not Guyanese, you already admit by giving holiday for those 2 days and celebrating that you all are foreigners, occupiers. Well, his time is going to come. If those Amerindians go over to Venezuela or Brazil or Suriname and unite with them to take Guyana, what will become of the 2 races? You black people got to go back to Africa. And a lot of people say it can't happen. Actually, 1 million Indians he put out who was born there from Uganda. Get Mugabe, he put every white man out of there. So what are you people talking? Tell me. And do you talk about hundreds of thousands of millions of people that was chased out of a country? Look right now, Burma. Look what they're doing with the Indians. Bangladesh got to take them and India don't even want them. How corrupt would y'all be? But y'all talking about human rights. Another thing, my heart goes out to the Jewish people as much as the Palestinians. I heard about the 7th of October study, but I don't hear what happened in June before. We don't hear what they do in 1960s. Come on. And then we are dropping bombs on hospitals, schools, killing children. And then we are looking to say we are free. My friend, Jesus was a peacemaker and a lover. Muhammad was a warrior. All right? And Muslims, like the Jews, one says shalom, the other one says salam, 2 brothers' children. And none of them just forgive like that so easily. But why we have to witness all this bloodshed and bath around the world? When we talk about democracy, but we back in criminality. We talk about freedom, but we are making other people not free. Is that fair? Then, the peacekeeping force, doctors, nurses are being killed. Journalists being killed because they don't want you to see the food. And when the people speak out in the UN, and they say certain things have to happen because the peacekeeping force are those who are feeding the poor people in Palestine, have to leave a call to Mr. Netanyahu and Mr. Lynch. And then when the people talk about something have to be done, it's alleged against some Republican, not Democrat. Republicans say that happened, then the UN will be in problem with them. How many nations in the UN, ladies and gentlemen? The UN was founded after World War II to make peace among human civilization, not to kill one another. And I do feel that when you meet certain age, you should not be a leader because your brain stick and start to reverse. If a man have to retire at 65, and depends upon the health he can go on, to be a leader is worse. It should have a limit. And if you're a president, and you serve your 2 terms, you should not even be prime minister, governor, mayor, or even vice president. Only dictators operate this way. You are not the one that have the answer to human civilization and to the world of today. You got to stamp out this racism. You have to stamp out this religious fanatic teaching, because we didn't make ourselves. We only follow it teaching. That is why the Jehovah Witness don't vote at all, because they will not be blamed that they put this one in power who's doing that. Who killed Jesus? was the voters, the hungry belly bastards them. What the rich man pay, kill him quick, and that is what they do. So the politicians of today around the world, Africa, India, all over, keep you hungry and come and shake hands with you, take pictures, hugging you up like if they are the gift of God. They are the devil's angel, ladies and gentlemen. I'm tired of the black man government, the coolie government, the white government. I have never seen an Indian government unless you're in India. I have never seen a black man or a white man unless they're ghosts. Friends, when will we come to realize those old past teachings should not come in the future generation? 100 years ago, 1,000, you didn't have a cell phone to see the world. Today you can see it in seconds. Changes are about to happen. There's flood, there's famine, and there's killing in war. When will we draw the line to stop it? When will we accept the work together for humanity and prosperity instead of cemetery? Think. Friends, y'all may not like what I'm saying. I am not Muhammad, I'm not Jesus, and most of all, I'm not Rama Christian. Okay? But I believe in something beyond man. But our hands are clean. But every crime that was committed against us, we shall revenge it in time to come. Whether you dead and gone, your children can answer it for you. The Bible said it, not me. Our children shall go through it, isn't it? Because if I thief from you, and I kill your father, your family, I do it for my wife and children who inherit the crime that I have done to you. So if your generation got to return it back to them, it's not wrong. Come on. Japan just attacked America in Pearl Harbor, and they get 2 nuclear bombs there to surrender. Think. America do a lot of good to humanity, but these corrupt politicians, plenty of them, and a dollar bill, they say what others want them to say. Think of it. Some priests got houses. How many bedrooms? I need cats and dogs, but going to take 10%. Now they're telling you, if you don't have cash, God, take credit card. Where's this bank? I want to get a loan. It might be cheaper than the IMF or the European Bank. Come on. They said the cheapest loan giver right now is China. Think of it. Today, we are telling man he don't belong to his own country because he don't have a birth certificate or an ID card. Is the lion and the tiger that one, or the monkeys and the macaws and the parrots? Come on, Mr. Barajak, you really said that? Think it over, my friend. Think it over. I bet I talk, I'm bad. You from Guyana, you're Indian. You're the Muslim, you must be Pakistani. They all come to America. Thanks to the U.S. government, it wasn't for the guy, y'all wouldn't have been here. You would have been killed off with the extracting plan. Check it out. But y'all cuss together. The peacemaker. The peacemaker to bring about a free country and they can get independence so y'all can live together. But for the decent, honorable blacks and Indians, may God bless your offspring and y'all unite and keep the torch of hope and love together. For there is no end to the madness until everyone can see the light. Okay? You may not want it. Take plenty of them. So Shamin Mohammed, you could do me a favor. Drink poison. And your husband too. Because we are not going to give up. You might see the few of us and kill us. You see who's behind us? Your name are in high place just waiting. If I click my finger today, it can happen tomorrow, tonight. But I don't believe in that. I don't believe in hurting who will hurt us. I want to accept your fault. And the magistrate and the judges who lock up innocent people. And the black woman across the bridge that stripped my son and beat him naked and Indian medical. You have children, woman? God hear my cry, let your crotch ratness alive. You may not like it. And your children must die before you. And your grandchildren. You know why? because that's the only thing I could call on, because I will not save you and your family by introducing somebody to hurt you or get rid of you, because I want you to live and suffer until you repent and say what you've done and who leads you to do it. Especially that man by the name of Ramtatan, he shall eat the filth that cometh from him. And you're going to say, why am I talking like that? No. Any man who kills a wicked man love it. But any man who allow him to live to suffer, hate him. Well, I mean the hating feeling. I want to live to see what you're going to do, and lay on me a testament to the decent people so they will not make that mistake. Whether you're an Indian or you're black, you're white, brown, or yellow, as you call yourself. But it is time for this generation to be united and into marriage. Hell with religion. God is God. You want so many things up to you, but don't cross it. And no religion that speak about God is better than another. You speak Urdu, you speak Arabic, the other one speak Chinese, other one speak French, one speak Greek, one speak Italian, one speak English, and others speak different languages. That means to say we will not associate with each other. Take a Chinese woman with an Indian man. If she's fertile enough, she will bring forth. Same goes to an African, a mixed race, a native. It has nothing to do with the human way of thinking and living. This is God's kingdom and His world. We have garbage that's glowing on it, destroying one another. Friends, I urge you in the name of God, unite. Work together. So whatever happened in Guyana, and I'm saying it again, every Guyanese family deserves to have land and money to build your house. And in Georgetown and around the market square, where people have their business place, I don't think nobody should set up and install in front of people's business place when they are paying rent and they are paying workers, paying tax. That must be removed, because the country can do better. And the isle, if it's obvious, is about, man, I'm an Indian. Yes, I agree. But if you're the descendant of Indian, African, call it having something wrong here. Right? You may not like it. The truth of the matter must be the truth. And if Mr. Ali is doing good, it is your duty to support him. Because when he give $500 or $1,000, he still give. What more give to y'all? He was the second richest black man in the 70s and 80s, man. Ebony magazine. Check it out. And soon your black brother opened up his mouth, did that to Rodney, Winnie, Dublin, and the Lapper house burned down in Agricola. And many more. Waddle was murdered. Who killed him? Could it be the police? Or could it be criminals dressed in police uniform? So, look at many of the top police who killed for politicians and businessmen, and they die by accident. They give them dead man water. If not, they make it look like a robbery. Check it out now. If you go to the hospital, they kill you there too. God, they don't want you to talk. And let it be known to you, the killer. If an Indian tells you to kill anybody, don't say no. Tell him yes. Go get your family and go to an embassy and invite the news and expose them and ask for political asylum. Same goes to the politician. They don't want you to talk. You remember police commissioner saw one day hit on the West Coast? They see a truck or something hit the man and kill him. He should have talked what he was hiding for politicians. It's happened all over the world, not only in Guyana. The killer will be killed because the politician and the rich man know why you call their name. But they already tell 300 people who's going to kill him, who do the job. So you better know what you're doing. And for you Indian and black who into marriage, you deserve an award, man. Because you are the true human being in Guyana. You are the one to break the racial tension. Or a Hindu marry a Muslim or a Christian. You all are the true children of God. That is hypocrites who are self-forgetting to rule, man. If you're a Muslim and your brother is not a Muslim, you will treat him different when you treat a Muslim. Then you're self-forgetting. That's not the teaching of Allah, or God, or Bhagwan, or whatever you call it. And if you say Jesus, Muslims believe in Jesus as Isa. If you say Moses, they believe in Musa. So what Allah say? Abraham, same thing. Friends, today, let this message ring a bell in you, the innocent one. And for all the great judges and magistrates, police, everybody dissolve, also dissolve on the salary must be doubled, and they must give duty-free concession for whatever thing they want to bring from overseas. And Guyana can unite, and let's go forward with a national fund government. I don't care if it will be Ali or president. And if we go bad, something go wrong, we change it, it must be a national fund. It won't be PNC, PPP. Why many countries only a two-party system? You try PNC now, then we go to put PPP. You try them, then we go to put back the PNC. What happened? Tell me. The year got 12 months from January to December. The week got 7 days, from Monday to Sunday. But you got to try the politicians, either one or the two. Same Ghana, Nigeria, America, and other places. Why is only a two-party system? Come on. In America, they talk about immigrants. But the two symbol is immigrant to an elephant and a jackass. But I know that them jackass we got in Guyana. Because I think if they were the one, we would be in bigger trouble in America. Trust me. But there are decent people among every nation, every race. Alright? Every religion. Religion is about God, friends. Let's unite. Let's show love and respect and help the less fortunate and go forward. Stop this nonsense of white man slave you. He was a slave also, as a European. They fight against the kings. They cut out their head. They raped their own women in the past. So when you are throwing your fit as a black man in Guyana, like a good friend of mine said, what would the white man do to the Indian in America? That means, right there, they have a right to do what they do to the Amerindian. I have nothing against the brother. Okay? A crime is a crime. And who try who for a crime when they are the biggest crime maker? My friends, I leave it to God. And every wicked person shall feel it soon. Let's stop this nonsense, black, white, brown, and yellow, and work together to save humanity and the little fellow. Let's go forward and turn Guyana as a stepping stone to set an example to the rest of the world and open up the door to Africa, India, and others need to mind their family and worship the God that make your law. And with that, thank you all for listening. No hard feelings. And if you don't like it, it's up to you. I'm not responsible for your intelligence. Have a good day, and may God be with all of you. Good luck and goodbye. Thank you.